Today's news.
Sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. I'm Christopher Cruz in Washington. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says bank regulators handled the failure of two banks last week appropriately.
Secretary Yellen says the government moved quickly.
The government took decisive and forceful actions to stabilize and strengthen public confidence in our financial system.
In testimony before the Senate Finance Committee, Yellen added those actions, followed by the failure of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, sends an important message.
That our banking system is sound and that Americans can feel confident that their deposits will be there when they need them.
Yellen also defended President Biden's fiscal 2024 budget blueprint, which some Republicans have labeled unserious. Lindy Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
The U.S. is calling an attack on an American drone by Russian fighter jets completely inappropriate, unsafe, and unprofessional. On CBS's The Takeout podcast, NSC spokesman John Kirby said the U.S. isn't concerned about Russia's recovery of parts of the drone in the Black Sea.
They won't find anything of any intrinsic value, I can assure you that. Whatever would be left on the surface would likely be flight control surfaces, pieces of wings, or the fuselage. Doubtful that's going to be of any value to anybody. In terms of intelligence or the capability on the MQ-9, we are not concerned that they're going to get anything of value.
In California, tens of thousands of people are under evacuation orders because of the risk of major flooding. CBS's Carter Evans has been talking with some of them who've left their homes.
Across the state, almost 90,000 people are facing evacuation. Christopher Moreno left his home in the middle of the night with no shoes. He's been living in his car for almost a week.
So this is everything you got now?
This is my hope for now.
The local community is stepping in with clothes and supplies.
The Biden administration is putting new pressure on TikTok to split off from its Chinese parent company, says CBS's Stephen Portnoy.
TikTok's spokesperson says a split off from Beijing wouldn't solve U.S. security concerns, but that TikTok's own plans would. A growing chorus of critics in Congress notes that any Chinese-owned technology company has to comply with China's law, permitting the government to take its data at any time. The Trump administration tried to ban TikTok more than 2 years ago, but the effort was blocked by the courts.
A prosecutor in Dinwiddie County, Virginia, says security camera footage from a state mental hospital shows a black man who was handcuffed and shackled being pinned down by deputies. The prosecutor spoke in court yesterday during a hearing for 7 deputies who are now charged in the death of 28-year-old Hervo Otieno, who died March 6th as he was being admitted to the hospital. The Dow up 1% at this hour. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dashcam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.